purposes or it's made for work purposes. The end point of all this trip is money. And that money is simply because it's going to be in euro, it's going to be in pounds, or it's going to be in dollars. So because of the exchange rate in our country, we feel whenever we work some months, some years, and then we gather the money, once we change it back to Naira, it multiplies. And then it multiplies, and then it becomes big and huge amount of money. So the essence of this migration from this country to another country is for economic purposes. But then we look closely, we now realize that yes, it's for economic purposes, but what is happening in our world is people can actually stay in a particular location and be earning in a currency of their choice because of globalization, because of what is happening in the globe. So I can stay comfortably in Nigeria and I will be earning in dollars, I will be earning in pounds because I know what it takes. So that's the essence of this, so that we will not be caught up in the web of trying to live, trying to travel. We'll be caught up in the web of trying to do something, acquire skills, one, get knowledge, two, get the needed expertise that will help us to earn in the currency of our choice. And once that thing is done, it will help you a great deal. I was speaking somewhere yesterday in Israel. I told them in clear terms, I said to them that if you have 20, 25 million to process your visa and to leave the country, and then you decide to spare like 2 million to acquire a relevant skill, which one is better? And the skill will position you, 2, 3 million. You pay for a good quality skill and you are committed, devoted in acquiring the skill. And just give yourself the next 1 year, next 2 years, you will be in the comfort of your home while living in Nigeria, and you will be making a lot of money. The simplest form of earning in dollars is what we are trying to do, a lot of people are trying to do, which is social media monetization. It's not a rocket science for those that understands it. Some are not even doing anything. Whatever they generate from their monetized account, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever they generate from there, they use it to do massive investment. They use it to go into different kinds of investment. And every month, they are sure of generating a particular amount of money. So let's go into what we have for today, earning in dollars while living in Nigeria. So it is not a lock. It involves 3 things. I started it last week. It involves skills, 1. It involves systems, 2. It involves platform, 3. It involves skills, system, and platform, because we're going to turn it into a system that will continue to generate resources for you. It's not going to be a one-off thing. So, so last week, I laid this foundation about the mindset reset. The mindset reset. If you feel that it's not possible to earn in dollars, you will find it very difficult to live in Nigeria and earn in international currencies. You will still be here, but earning there will be a problem. It will be a major problem because you have not experienced what is called mindset reset. And it's going to affect everything that we are doing. It's not going to encourage you to go for skill acquisition. It's not going to encourage you to go for relevant, training. It's not going to allow you because your mindset is not in order. So you will be feeling until I travel, until I travel, until I travel. May I tell you the truth? In globalization era, you don't need to travel anywhere to earn in any currency. You don't need to travel. You don't need to travel. So by the time we are through with this training, and then next week, and by the time we are done in the month of February, a lot of us will move into action, serious action. And if you don't move into action, it will be like a facade and make like an illusion. You're not going to earn anything because you didn't do anything. So you don't earn in dollars because of location. You earn dollars because of value that crosses borders. You don't earn in. So what are the value that you are going to be looking at? So we'll find out values that will cross borders. It's not every value that cross borders. There are values that cannot cross Nigeria and get elsewhere. All right, there are skills you have. That skill cannot be exportable. It cannot live here. So we're going to find out some of those skills. So global money flows to scarce skills. Number one, it flows to scalable knowledge. Number two, and it flows to exportable solutions. I'll take that again. Global money, when it comes to global money, it flows to scarce skills. Number one, it flows to scalable knowledge. Number two, and it flows to exportable solution. Please underline that word, exportable solution. Exportable solution. It's not every solution that is exportable. All right, it's not every skill that is scarce. There are common skills. There are skills that is, everywhere. What is this? What is that? There are common skills. I remember one time when there was a national grid issue, not really a national grid issue, a regional grid issue, and it was a very serious issue at New Haven Power Station, and they couldn't fix it. Our local engineers could not fix it. They brought few engineers from outside our base. All right, they couldn't fix it, and they brought one engineer. The engineer gave them time frame from Germany. They brought him from Germany, and the engineer came and did the work within a day and flew back to Germany. So the big question I asked myself, how much was this man's worth? All right, to come all the way from Germany. So we're going to be looking at scarce skills. And these scarce skills are not skills. Don't look for survival skills. I want to beg you, my dear friends. I want to beg you, sons and daughters in the house. Don't look for survival skills. Look for skills that will exempt you from the crowd. And I will outline some of those skills in the course of this training. Don't look for survival skills. Don't look for survival skills. So if your skills can be delivered digitally, underline the word, your skills in this globalization area, it's going to be a skill that can be delivered digitally. Number one, it's going to be a skill that can be delivered remotely. It's going to be a skill that can be delivered digitally. It's also going to be a skill that can be delivered remotely. So underline those two words, okay? So it will help you. These two things will help you to earn in dollars. There is no one that is here that you feel, I'm not techie, I don't like tech. No, nobody likes tech. It's just that tech came upon us. All right? There was no tech in some years back. There was no tech. So there's not that I don't like tech. I'm not techie. It's not my thing. No. It must be your thing if you really want to stand out in this era, in this economic era. You just need to reset your mind and align yourself and learn. You just need to reset your mind. It's not going to alter what you are doing. It's going to amplify, complement whatever you are doing, because we are trying to reposition yourself. So let's find out some of these practical high-income skills that pays in dollars. Let's find out some of these practical ones. So as I'm outlining it, you take note of it. As I'm outlining it, you take note of it. Make sure you understand some of them and know how to take the necessary steps, please. Number one, I call them borderless skills. They are not skills that are bound in location. They are borderless. You can take them to anywhere. Number one is software development. Software development. Both in web, both in mobile, and then back end. Software development. In the world we are living in now, we don't need formal way of learning some things. We can learn a lot of things. We can acquire a lot of skills in an informal way. All right, with proper arrangement, proper agreement. For me, there's no big deal about someone that I know is my friend and someone that I know in teaching me maybe video editing, for instance. We sit down, I just tell you, can we be doing 2 hours? I beg, I'll give you 10K. I beg, I'll give you 50K. You do it in an informal way, but I'm going to show us how do you advertise it for international communities to know what we are doing, for the globe to know what you're doing. Where do you advertise some of those things in so that they will also know what we're doing? Number two is data analysis and data. Data analysis has become something that a lot of organizations are beginning to employ them remotely. They're beginning to, engage their services across the globe, okay? So cybersecurity and cloud computing, All right, take note of some of these things I'm outlining. Cyber security and cloud computing. I remember one of us in the church called me, and before he left for UK, and he told me that he subscribed for a training on cyber security, and he was able to do that training, commit to that training, completed that training, and that training gave him a competitive advantage when he got to UK. It gave him a very massive competitive advantage when he got to UK. Some of his tech skills in the globe at large is not like medicine, it's not like legal profession, it's not like accounting, that when you do it here, if you get over there, they need to train you to be integrated into their system. Tech is tech. Tech is tech all over the globe. Tech is tech. So some of the vital skills that you acquire in tech, you use it to solve problems, and then while you are solving the problem, whether you are solving it locally or you are solving it across the globe, you decide how much they will pay you. One thing you must underline is make up your mind to convert your earnings into dollars and let people know that I don't take Naira. And if that's going to be done, your domestic account must be on, your PayPal account must be on, your other international earning account must be on. So that's what you'll be pushing out. And then people pay you based on that equivalent. AI prompt engineering and automation. AI prompt engineering. If you're in this church and you have not done AI basic training, you are shooting yourself below your leg. It doesn't have age bracket. All right. One of our resources was here last year, and it's going to be here again this year to take us into the advanced, because he did basic training for us. And after the training, I told a lot of us, I said, please subscribe. His training, it's about, well, over less than 50,000 Naira. I said, subscribe. And then when people subscribe, he was able to take them into a specialized class. And then there's another one he did, which was 30 days. And then I think one of us did it, Michael did it. And then I don't know a few other people that did it. That one that is for 30 days, he will now give you 1 year access. I did that one, and I paid very little money, 37,500. And when I finished doing it, I told myself, Jesus, why would this guy be charging 37,500? This is a course, not out of trying to blow his trumpet. That course should not be nothing less than 300,000. What's this guy trying to achieve? By charging 37,500, what is he trying to achieve? I was shocked. And the training is still ongoing. And we are living in the year 2026. You don't have basic skills like prompt engineering. No, now. No. If you go to our church platform, and our church family platform and workforce platform, you will see something that is the prophetic theme for the month. God's word cannot be postponed. You know, it's like a graphic design. I'm not a graphic designer, but it was a training that I did. I know the AI tools that I can use and do my designs. If I give anybody my design, I'm giving it to you out of just goodwill. I know about tools that I can use to convert voice to video. I know the tools. I know the tools I can use to convert video back to voice. I know picture tools. I know some of those things. So all I need to do is now to streamline it and put myself in 1, 2, 3 that I'm going to master very well. That will help me to do the things I want to do. So AI, prompt engineering, and automation, okay? So these are some of the skills that are in high demand globally, especially as regards to tech. They are in high demand globally. Companies are now looking out for ways to reduce costs. What is the cost? Companies that are multinationals, tech multinationals, you see them setting up maybe as little as 3-bedroom flat, a duplex, and they will be doing something that cuts across the globe. And they will have up to thousands of workers. Thousands of workers cannot be in that place, but thousands of workers are scattered all over the globe. How are they employing them? They have workers in Nigeria, they have workers in Ghana, they have workers in South Africa, all over the globe. That's the era we are living in. Just to reduce overhead. So how are you going to bring 2,000 workers in one place? We're going to talk about buying properties. We're going to talk about setting up facilities. We're going to talk about taking care of them. We're going to talk about staff boss. We're going to talk about so many things. So that alone, they factored it in and they try to pay people well while they are working from the comfort of their home based on these skills. If you have not had any plan in 2026 to acquire some of those skills, acquire it because of your economic well-being. In addition to whatever you are doing, acquire it because of your economic well-being. So you don't need too many skills. You just need one. You don't need too many remote or digital skills. You just stay with one. Stay with one until you master it. I remember a lady, she studied electrical engineering, and she happens to be one of my proteges. And of course, she has gone to be with the Lord. She was a multi-billionaire. She shifted from electrical engineering, and after her youth service, she served in a tech company and saw how they were making money there. And then she kept quiet. Immediately she finished serving, she met some of her colleagues in the office for them to teach her just one thing: digital marketing. That was the only thing. In the days of digital marketing, she learned digital marketing only, and she used digital marketing to do a lot of wonders, to earn a lot of millions. And she was setting it up like a training, and then she was charging 200,000 early days, and people were paying 300 people, 400 people, and she was running digital marketing training 6 days. 6 days across different parts of the country. Port Harcourt, Abuja, batch 1, batch 2, batch 3. She was flying everywhere. Money was coming in. From digital marketing skills, she entered into software engineering. When there was a lot of competition in the digital marketing space, she stepped into software engineering. From there, she entered into cloud computing. She was just taking, as this one is behaving in a particular way as if it's saturated. One thing about tech is that once you enter, you just be going. You just be going. As it looks as if this one is becoming obsolete, you move to another one. You move to another one. That's what happens. And it has a low entrance point. It doesn't have a difficult entrance point. It has a very informal entrance point. So where do you position yourself? You position yourself with your works on LinkedIn. You position yourself with your work on GitHub. GITIHUB. Take note of these things. Later on, you do your research to find more about it. Position, put up your work, put up your CV. Keep updating what we are doing. Please, if you are not into social media monetization, and if you don't have plan for social media monetization, please, if you are doing any professional work, you want to project yourself, you can project it more on social media like Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. It will be more effective on GitHub, it will be more effective on LinkedIn, and it will be more effective on Upwork and TopTal, TopTal, TopTal. These are some platforms you will go into and be uploading, updating whatever you are doing. But if you're going to go into social media monetization, you have to ask yourself, what's your penetration for social media monetization? Am I going to use comedy? Am I going to use content? Am I going to use teaching? Am I going to use training? When I started my social media monetization process, the journey started when my subscription was about 25 people. And I called them, the media team guys, I called them. We started doing live recording for Blood at Midnight because I said, let me penetrate through religion, then I'll stabilize with other things. And while we're doing that, it rose from 25 subscribers to 1,050 subscribers. Yeah. So where I am now is my watch hour. Once my watch hour is completed, I'm monetized. And once I'm monetized, there is what we call mirroring, because I paid 200,000 naira to learn about it. Once I'm monetized, I'm waiting to use my personal content to monetize. Once I am monetized, I go over to mirroring. What is mirroring? People that teach the way I teach, I start bringing them into my platform, and then they start generating the traffic, and I start getting my money. It's very simple. It's very simple. People used to think that Jerry Eze just got up and started shouting, share, 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 share. There is nothing like share, share, share. Share, share, share is as you're sharing, his viewership is increasing. That's the truth. The number of people he's ministering to is enough. He can stay with them and minister to them, but he knows about monetization. The highest end YouTuber in the gospel is him. A team in multiples of millions in exchange rate. A team. That's the honest truth. So, but some people don't know about it, so they feel it's just about content, it's just about posting the clothes you wear, it's just about posting 1 or 2 videos. If you want to be intentional about these things, you become intentional. But if you want to stay away from content and you don't know anything about content because you are swinging, you're going left and right, why don't you go into tech skills and then project it in some of these places I've mentioned and then see how you'll be getting briefs here and there. Let's go over to the second one, marketing, sales and growth skills. These are some of the things that you can take up in the digital space, and then it's going to be $1 paying skills. So what are some of those skills? Copywriting. I mentioned it last week briefly. Writing of sales pages. Right, copywriting is a skill that you can learn. If you go to Coursera right now and just type copywriting in Coursera, Coursera will bring courses on copywriting. The only thing in Coursera, maybe, I don't know how much they are charging now. It's like Coursera have started charging a little money. So you go to Coursera, you do it, and then you move out of Coursera, go to free platforms. I do a lot of courses on Allison Institute. I do a lot of courses. The only thing you pay in Allison Institute is $10 if you need the certificate. For me, I don't need the certificate. I don't need it for anything. It's the knowledge. So you go to Allison Institute, type copywriting. They will show you. They will take you through it. They will take you through video. They will take you through PDF materials, and they will take you through it. And before you know what's happening, you become a master, and then they will assign you to someone that will help you to become an expert in copywriting. In sales copy. You become an expert. A lot of organizations are looking for sales copy experts. People buy properties, people buy things, people buy what they don't even need because of the sales copy. There's a way they will write the sales copy. You won't know when you attend the program. You won't know when you will buy the product because there are master craftsmen when it comes to sales copy. So they are marketing tools. So you can go to organization. You don't tell organization that I'm a marketer. The days of telling organization you're a marketer has gone. You tell organization that I am a marketer that specializes in sales copy. I'm a marketer that specializes in copywriting. They know what you're talking about. And then when you do them sample 1, 2, 3, all right, they will be shocked at what we are doing. And then sometimes you see people that are running trainings online, they employ the services of sales copywriters and also copywriters. And when they finish drafting it, you won't know when you subscribe. You just click on subscription, you pay, and then you move on because they know how to speak the language that connects to their audience. So these are some of the things. So there are those that knows about Google Art. All right, Google Art is a big paying skill. There are those that knows how to run Google Art. All right, I did a training on Google Art, but I didn't pick it up very well because the guy trained us in a very shallow manner. Because I wanted to know how to set up Google Art, and then I'll be doing it for a lot of people with little money, as little as $10, $20. I'll be doing it, and it will not take me anything. So these are things that you sit down and ask yourself, okay, how do I learn about Google Art? And you will begin to notice where this thing, you can set it up in the morning hours and go to work, and it will be running. Their advert will be running, and you charge them monthly, you charge them weekly, and at the end of it, they'll pay you. When they go to their search engine, their SEO, search engine optimization, they realize that some of those things are running and you are doing what you are supposed to do. There are people that knows about art in YouTube art. There are people that knows how to do these things. And these are not rocket science because you don't understand it. And we have few people that are doing some of those things. Which other skills do you need to acquire in marketing and sales? There's what we call funnel building. How do you funnel people into a particular site? How do you funnel people to be part of a particular product? How do you funnel people to come in? Of course, after funneling, you now get into conversion optimization. Because if you funnel, you don't convert them, it will not result into any buying power. So there are people that have mastered the skill of funneling. All right, they know it. So you can learn now. Let me tell you what is happening in our age. In our time and in our age, it's no longer about I'm studying marketing in school. It's no longer about I'm studying maybe I don't know the course. Maybe I'm studying information technology. In our days, while you are studying whatever you are studying in a conventional school, many international organizations, international communities, they are beginning to narrow down the need, and they turn the need into a course. So by the time you go to the virtual world, that thing you want to be doing, maybe funneling of funnel building, funneling of people into a particular site, you will see that they have customized it as a course. You can run it 6 months, only funneling. You can learn about copywriting, only copywriting for 1 month, for 2 months, for 1 year, and you become an expert. So what happened? I don't need to tell you I'm a marketer. I'm telling you I'm a marketer that specializes in this. So I've created an area of specialty for myself, which is now bringing result beyond human comprehension. What happened? I project myself to so many international organizations and give them my work. I've done for this, I've done for that. This is the outcome, this is it. And they will give me the job without me coming over there. One of us in this church, Pastor Jesse Newton, he once stayed with a young man, and the young man is married. And the wife got a remote job. The husband also got a remote job. And the remote job was in Australia. And they were working, earning. They don't step out of the house. They only work 2-3 times in a week. The remaining 3-4 days in a week, they use it to do whatever they want to do. And in that 2-3 times in a week, it's like they work up to 4-5 hours. And it was a remote job based on tech skills. And then he subscribed, he was learning from them, and it continued like that. It wasn't long. It wasn't up to 6-7 months. The organization asked the wife to come over. Because they needed the skill in a robust way. They asked the wife to come over. The wife traveled. And later on, it wasn't up to 4 months, they asked the guy to come over. The guy traveled too. My friend, my son, our pastor, Pastor Newton, here. Say, papas, people are not joking in Lagos. People are not joking in Lagos. You see somebody coming out driving car, you think it's Yahoo. Everybody is not Yahoo. I know the truth is everybody is not doing Yahoo. It's just that Nigerian police force, they don't know. Sorry if you are working in the police, please. I don't mean to, make you feel anyhow. It's just that Nigerian police, they don't know that things are changing. So people wake up in the morning, they've worked maybe from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. and they rest a little bit and they are going to resume 10 p.m. again. So by 12 o'clock, police will come out on the road and say, this is the time Yahoo people used to come out. It's not Yahoo people. It's that they have worked in the night. Some are trading. Some are into Forex. Some are into crypto. Some are doing phenomenal work. And because they don't dress tie and suit, so they leave their hair. You understand? They leave it, do small dread. You understand? Wear jean, brush teeth, wear one t-shirt. They are going to one restaurant to just eat breakfast, and then they're living a comfortable life. In the evening, they relax, they watch maybe Tottenham versus Man City, where Tottenham is beating them 3-0, for the benefit of Arsenal. That last week is disqualified. The Bible says, behold, I will do all things. Behold, all things. Arsenal 1-4-0. Let's appreciate Jesus. Last week, we can't talk about it. Whatever that happened last week is in the past. If any man is in Christ Jesus. All things what? That match has passed away. Let nobody talk about it. Pastor BJ, take note. Is he in church? Let him take note, because he started chatting some of Arsenal fans. Immediately, they won Arsenal. He said, Lawrence, how are you? He has never asked Lawrence, how are you? He has never asked Lawrence, how are you? He was remaining a little for Pastor Solomon to post it on the pastor's platform. I see, if I see him, if I see that thing, we'll sanction you. All right. So, in this platform that I'm talking about sales and about marketing, here, that's when you begin to see coaches, trainers. That's when you begin to see people that are consultants. I consulted for a company in Germany, and it was a huge one for me. It was a big, huge one. And we did it on Zoom, And all of them were there. And I noticed the level of confidence. When I was through, the testimony is that the company retained me as their official consultant on a regular basis. They retained me as an official consultant. So I am a consultant to a company in Germany. I'm looking forward to others. And I had to put it up, finish the training, put it up on my LinkedIn page, and just be showing them, I finished this, I finished that. The only thing I forgot to do was I wanted them to snap themselves, real time, snapping, and then I'll upload it and put it there. So I'm still waiting for other jobs. I'm still waiting for other jobs. So please, it turns you to trainers, it turns you to coaches, it turns you into a consultant, because you are no longer master of everything. You have streamlined your knowledge. You have streamlined your knowledge. And of course, at this point, they pay up to $1,000 to up to $5,000 monthly if you know how to become an expert in it. Let's look at knowledge base, the C part of it, knowledge base and consulting skills at the global level. Knowledge base and consulting skills. I'm going to talk about 5 or 6 knowledge base and consulting skills that you will need that will help you to be earning in dollars. Number 1 is monetization knowledge. The guy that taught us on how to be monetized on YouTube, how much did he charge us? 200,000. How much? Was it 2 or 3? 200. We paid 200, and most of us paid the 200 because he understands monetization. Now, I took note and took note and took note, because one thing with me, if anything that I pay you for, people will pay me for it. Okay, you don't know. That's been my strategy in life. I paid 750,000 naira to Olumide Emmanuel. Immediately I came back, I went through the knowledge, internalized it, and I invited people to come and learn about real estate. They came. They were 50. They paid me 50,000, 2.5 million. You paid. Just that you paid 2. Paid 1, and 2 of you came. You are still owing me 25,000. Still owing me. You will pay me. Maybe you pay me in China when we meet in China or any other country. So a lot of people came for the training because I internalized the training. I paid 285,000 naira to learn about book writing skills. And after learning it, I had to organize people to teach them how to write books. And I charged them some money. As you pay, they pay you. But you be sure that you are learning properly. So that guy that charges 200,000 naira, I'm sure he paid somebody to learn about monetization knowledge. So you can learn about Facebook monetization. It becomes a knowledge. It becomes a knowledge. You can learn about TikTok monetization. You can learn about Instagram monetization. It becomes a knowledge. You become an expert. You know it, YouTube monetization from A to Z. And you now call young people, go to campus and tell them 5,000 how to be monetized on YouTube within 30 days. Do flyer, put your picture. Tell them you don't need a venue. We do it online. It's remote. If you want it on site, you will pay 50,000. So let's do it remotely. You just pay a little money to Zoom so that they won't log you off after 1 hour. And if you don't want to pay Zoom, you do 1 hour. After 1 hour, you tell them another link will be sent. So please, in the next 5 minutes, this link will be off. So please go and check the WhatsApp group. Another link will be sent. And you say, if you do 5 hours training, you send 5 links. And they will be there. And you train them. You'll be surprised that you will earn so much. And then this is no longer about telling them to pay you only in naira. You can tell them to pay you in dollars. You can also project it in international communities and tell them this is what I'm doing. Monetization knowledge is not cheap. What does it take to monetize your Facebook? You don't know it. You don't know it. So get monetization knowledge. Not only in some of those things I've mentioned. Like sometimes I remember when I went for a training on e-commerce. A lot of people don't know how to do mini importation. All right? Some people are looking for how to bring things to Nigeria. You can project your advert to them in America, and they will pay you in dollars. You can project your advert to them in UK, and they pay you in pounds. So monetization knowledge. Now, number 1. Number 2 is financial education. Financial education. These are monetization, these are knowledge-based and consulting skills. Knowledge-based and consulting skills. Financial knowledge. Okay, financial knowledge. There is one knowledge that I have seen. I don't want to talk so much about financial knowledge. Once you can have enough knowledge on how to make money across the globe, how to manage money across the globe, how to multiply money across the globe, you can put up any training. Have you realized that most people from United States of America, most people from different parts of the globe, they project their training in Nigeria and we pay them? And the only thing that happens is that even if we are paying in dollars, they know how to convert it. And you pay the equivalent, they will get it back in dollars. So what stops you from projecting your training in South Africa? What stops you from projecting your training in places like Kenya? What stops you from projecting your knowledge in places like United States of America? You'll be surprised that you're going to get people that will subscribe if you know how to project it very well. I'm telling you the truth. There are places and people you've subscribed for their training that you don't know them. It's the ability for them to convince you that they can deliver. The ability for them to convince you that they can deliver. That's what is making people to subscribe. So financial education, financial education. One other knowledge that you must become an expert in is HR and talent development, human resource and talent development. I've said it and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again for emphasis sake. Please, all the certification courses you are going for, play down on it. Go for courses that you will know how to do it. Go for courses that you will streamline. Go online, go anywhere. Gain mastery over HR. Gain mastery over talent development. Talent development is a big training resource right now. Because people have a lot of talent. It's at the raw state. But they don't know how to process it and it becomes something that people can actually buy into. People don't know about it. People don't know the business of singing. It's not that you must be a singer. But people can take you through it to become a business medical doctor. I don't need to be a doctor. I don't need to be a doctor, but I can become someone that is working with people in the medical profession. I know the business. So HR and talent development, it's now something that people are looking up to. How do I move from here to there? I have this skill. I have this knowledge. I have this talent. How do I progress and convert it to become something that will generate enough resources for me? So when you project it, you'll be surprised how people will be subscribing, how people will be paying, and how people will be part of it. I did a training some months ago, and after that training, the first one, 88 people came. The second one, about 60-something. The third one, about 20-something. And then I am done with that phase. Now, that training now has been converted. It is now 250,000 naira. The same training that people did, 25,000 naira. Now, I have not added anything. I have not removed anything. I have not upgraded anything. It's just the site host that I'm renewing. So, what am I going to do? I am converting that money to dollars. I have my PayPal. I have other of my accounts where I receive my fund. So I'm converting that same money to dollars, and I'm projecting it across few countries that I want to run advert. Do proper advert, and push it there. And what am I projecting? It's how to crack the billionaire code. How to become a billionaire within the space of 1 year in any currency. And then if I convert 250,000 naira to dollars, whatever that is the equivalent, I project it there. This guy in South Africa, Tembe, what's his name? He does trainings in Nigeria, and people pay him in dollars, and he's from South Africa. And he projected to us in naira, in dollars, and we have equivalent, and then they pay him. So get knowledge that can be monetized. Get raw knowledge that can be monetized, and project it to people that will pay for it. Let me get to the next one, which should be the last one. Creative and media skills. And this is where the real money and low entrance point is in our time. Creative and media skills. Most of us, we've heard about content creation, but we don't know what content creation is. We don't even know the content that generates traffic. We don't even know the content that can help people to be monetized very fast. We don't even understand content. We've not studied content creation. We've not mastered and look down and sit down. Now, can somebody sit down and craft out and tell us the 7 most important content that when he entered into the social media space, within a twinkle of an eye, it will be monetized. It requires studying. From comedy to music, from music to religion, from religion to different categories. You need to know it. And when you know it, you study it very well. And then you start letting people know about it. Content creation is oil. It's crude oil. If you have mastered it. So let's go into it. And let me just look at it very well. Video editing, number one. Video editing. Low entrance point, video editing. Video editing. Very low entrance point. Very low entrance point. All over the globe, organizations are looking for video editors. I remember when Stephen Akintayo advertised it online and said he's looking for video editors. I remember when my daughter applied for one online as a video editor. Every now and then, a young lady in our church, she's here. Where is this for? Thank you. They're asking her to come over to Abuja. And the person that is asking her to come over to Abuja is earning big money. I was talking about it last week. She told me about it. I told her, okay, pray about it, this, that. But you are an editor. I'm advertising her now. After service, you can meet her. You can pay her. Pay her. Now that you are sitting by herself. Because when she advertises it, it will be costly. $10, $20, pay her. She will teach you. Have you done any training recently? You did last year. You need to put up training this year. All these people will subscribe. How many of us will subscribe? Can you see customers? Can you see customers? Look at them. Corner them after service. All right. So, but don't charge them in Naira, okay? But for the sake of this service, you can charge them in Naira. Then you can now put up. All right. And please, she told me the story. This girl left here, and she's in the city of Abuja. And what took her to Abuja is video editing. She was employed as a video editor. She was giving me the tithe. I was eating it. Thank you for the tithe. Since I've not seen the tithe again for some time. Correct tithe. Complete tithe. No, not all this 9%. 10. Whole number. Well packaged. Some month I'll be looking forward. I say, she never sent this tithe now. When I say this tithe, no, will come this month. You see that work no come. So anyway, that's by the way. I'm encouraging you so that you can pay me tithe too. So that you start this thing. This is the way you're looking at me. I don't like it again. Go and acquire a skill. All right. That's on a lighter note, okay? Please, our online audience, before they go and crop it and say, see head. You see what I'm telling you? They'll put one arrow on my head and say, see, you see, there's a pastor in Enugu. He's telling people to bring tithe to him. Can you see him? Can you see him? They will now put one shining light on my head. Put one arrow. The arrow will be doing like this. Please, it's on a lighter note too. Please. All right. When she got that job, just to not to talk too much about it, the person she was doing the work for as a video editor gave her a commendation. Gave her a commendation as a video editor. Until she decided to terminate and then start up something on her. Give her to tell you how powerful. When she employed you, did she ask you for a certificate? These are low entrance skills. Now, that's Nigeria for you. But I'm talking about doing this job at the international level. Video editing is no longer a big deal. Just create a little time in the night and do the ones you can do. If you can do 2, if you can do 3, it depends on how you're going to do it. Spice it up and then take it up from there. So you can do it for people on YouTube. You can do it for reels, short reels. You can do it for larger videos. And then motion graphics and animation. Motion graphics and animation. Motion graphics and animation. Because in this creative and media skills, it's going to give you an opportunity to earn beyond your widest imagination. It's going to give you a strong opportunity to earn beyond your widest. So motion graphics and animation. I remember when I was done, which I'm jumping now, but when I was done in my AI class, one of the things that my mentor told me, he said, I can go into financial storytelling, which I've never seen. What I see a lot is folk tales. That's what people are doing. Everybody's jumping into folk tales. He told me I shouldn't go into folk tales. In fact, they've started doing erotic tales. They've started doing erotic tales. You understand? There was one, I was looking at one guy's tales on his YouTube. I was just watching, and the guy now entered into erotic tales. And that erotic tales, if you see traffic, what was erotic tales? The guy will go and do animation of one woman that has big buttocks, one big buttocks. And the woman will be telling, the guy was not saying, babe, I love you. He said, no. You can love me, but you see this thing where I carry? Now for public consumption. Now for public consumption. Not only you know if you chop palm, you know if you chop palm. Only you know if you chop palm. If you chop, you remain. Another person go chop. Another person go chop. Come and see traffic. Come and see traffic. More than 1.4 million views within 3 hours. You see Nigerians. Even the view, they counted me. But it's true now, I'll tell you. No, but it's true. Because I am a businessman. I'm looking for what is it that makes these things to gain this kind of viewership. So when the guy was teaching us, of course, he told us there are some of them, but the people are also looking for tales, stories, and other things that is reasonable in a story manner. People want to be educated through storytelling. People want to be educated through story. Africans are storytellers. That's why folk tales in Africa, tales by moonlight in those days and other things, we love it. So you can use stories to communicate morals. You can use stories to communicate a lot of things. And then you know how to do it. Of course, storytelling through animation and other things. So you can master some of the skills. And these are high-paying skills in dollars. They are not just being paid in naira. If you know how to project it in some of those platforms that I've outlined to us. The list is YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the list. I'm talking about something that cut across. And of course, these guys that project some of those things on this platform, they are being paid in dollars as well. So it is a decision thing. It is not something that you sit down and just be looking at me. It doesn't have anything to do with age. There's a woman in our church, she's about 63 years old. Her YouTube page is monetized. She's not in church. Had you been in church, I will show you to her. She comes to church often. YouTube page, Mommy Diamond. Her YouTube page monetized. And she's still going for trainings. So committed. Trying to see how she can update. And when you are 30s, 40s, 50s, you feel, this is not my thing. This New Testament thing. Open your brain. Something can still enter. It's just that you don't want to open it. Podcast editing and production. Many people wants to go into podcasts, but they don't have people that will edit and produce it for them. And if you label yourself and call your name, my name is Casey Richard, podcast editor and producer. Stop all this doctor. And now you are putting doctor, he didn't give you job. No, but it's true. Look out for some of the skills that I'm talking about. Attach it to your name. Mention your name, Solomon Okpala, script writer. In addition to whatever you are doing, Oliver Emmanuel, content creator. Gloria Richard, animation storyteller. That's how this thing works. That's how, all this name you are answering, where anything no day into it. It is a name that does not have money value. Now they've called you Casey Richard. Where's the value? Add something to it that will give you job, that will give you opportunity, that will advertise you to the globe. And let people look at it and say, wow, is that what you do? It's not until you get one shop and then you print complimentary card. Print complimentary card because you have a skill. A monetization skill. You have it. You'll be surprised. Who are your clients? Your clients are content creators. Who are your clients? Your clients are media agencies. Who are your clients? Your clients are online vendors, online educators. You have them. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. There are people, as I'm speaking to you in this church now, if I carry one video editor now, I say this one, if you edit for you, and I carry the video editor, I said, oh, Luchi, take this one, a video editor. You go, grab her. You go do it 2 hands. Can you see? You are looking for one. Last year, she put dollars in an envelope. I told us before. She's here. Put plenty dollars in an envelope, brought to me. And that was the money she was monetized. They've been monetized. She brought it and said it's a seed that she vowed to give to God when the money start coming. Meet her. And then let them pay you for teaching them how to monetize. Nobody should meet you without paying. Charge in dollars. Very important. Our church have turned to money church. When we get to second service, we start praising God again. But you see, this first service is business service. And then from next week, as you are acquiring the skill, get your complimentary card. Get your card. Start advertising yourself. Start talking about it. Not just here. Let people know what you do. Put it up in your wall. All this picture you put on your social media, describe what you do. Give a description of yourself. So can you see? So let me round up. If I go into dollar earning businesses you can run from Nigeria, we have less than 8 minutes. Anyway, it's a series that we are running all throughout the month. I'm going to continue next week because of my time. I have less than 8 minutes. I'll stop so far. Action plan. Nigeria may be your location, but the world must be your market. Nigeria may be your location, but the globe, you'll be targeting clients from across the globe. Nigeria may be your market. The world must be your market. When you export value, when you push out value, what comes in return is not naira. What comes in return is dollars. Because we are exporting it to international communities. May I say this? You don't need to go abroad to earn in dollars. You can sit down here, fortify yourself, start it small, do 3 months course, 2 months training, 2 months skill acquisition, keep doing it. If you give yourself 1 year and you put this thing that I'm talking about, between now and end of the year, you'll be surprised at yourself. Including the low entrance point, which is social media monetization with your content, which is the low end. Anybody can enter from that low end. Anybody can enter with your content. Anybody can enter with your content. The guy that taught us monetization, he's building another house, one magnificent building in Anambra State. One dangerous, magnificent building. I've been watching his update in that building. How is he getting his money? Monetization. That's how he's getting his money. So please, don't sit down here and be crying for Nigeria, or Nigeria will be crying on top of your head. It's time to wake up and do something meaningful with your time, with your knowledge, and know how to push up yourself. That certificate cannot save you. It will only give you a base. I'll say it again. That certificate cannot save your financial need. Go and quote me anywhere. Certificate they gave you in Nigeria, it can't save, it can't make you wealthy. Write it that Pastor Casey said it. Certificate in Nigeria, it like engineering certificate, let it be medical certificate. It can't make you wealthy. It will give you basics. It will give you basics, you know, live in the 5-bedroom duplex, pay rent, basics, drive one car, maybe your wife is managing one, you know, just basics. But there is need when it comes 5 million, you'll be shocked. Because they never knew that it's patch up you are doing. When real need comes, that's when you see wealthy people. When real need comes, when real desire, how are you? How are you doing? Well, don't you know I'm from Federal Republic of Nigeria? When real need comes, sweat will come out. And then you see the person removing time and say, that's when you hear Igbo language coming out of somebody's mouth. Now, how are you? How are you? How are you? But when real need comes, you say, that's when you hear people speak their local language. Hunger never catch Calabar man. When hunger catch Calabar man in an Igbo restaurant, you go speak Calabar. You go speak Igbo. You understand? You go speak Igbo. I'll stop so far, ladies and gentlemen. We have less than 4 minutes. If we have any question to ask, we're free to entertain questions. Thank you. Let's appreciate God. Is that how to celebrate Jesus? While we're waiting for questions and whatever kind of questions, please package your offering. I have less than 3 minutes. I'm working with time. I don't exceed my time before the pastors will question me. They used to put me on hot seat on Monday evening during our pastors' meeting. Any question while you are packaging your offering? In the absence of that, let's rise up on our feet, please. Let's rise up on our feet. Let's rise up on our feet. Let's rise up on our feet. Package your offerings. Package your offerings. Package it quickly and lift it up towards heaven. And let's celebrate Jesus. Let's give God praise. Let's give God praise. If you have been blessed this morning, let's give God praise. By next week, we will continue. And we're going to continue on a very sensitive part, and that is how to position yourself for global demand. Next week, how to position yourself for global demand that generate dollars, okay? We're going to look at that. Yeah, global positioning formula. I will teach us how it works. It has 4 formulas. I will expose it to us so that you will be sought after at the globe. You will be sought after. You will not be a local champion. This thing we are doing locally, it's not helping us. Give God praise. Give him praise. Tell him thank you again. Tell him thank you. Tell him thank you. Tell him thank you. Father, we give you praise for what you've done again this morning. Thank you for your word. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the grace. And thank you for the decision we are about to take. Somebody that is about to take decision, lift up your 2 hands. I want to release grace to you. Somebody is about to take decision this week concerning what we are talking about. I release grace to act. I release grace to act. And I declare that your life becomes a magnet. You will attract right people. You will attract the right resources. You will attract the right opportunities. If you believe that, say a bigger amen. I speak over somebody's business. This is the month of February. In this, there will be breakthrough. In this month, there will be breakthrough. In this month, there will be testimonies. In this month, there will be opportunities. In this month, there will be attraction. In this month, there will be remembrance. Your business will be remembered. What you do shall be remembered. And you will be remembered. Can I get a better amen? Quickly cast your offering. Thank you, mighty God. Just cast your offering. Just cast your offering. Please, if you have a testimony to share, meet the ushers and let them document your testimonies. It's only testimonies that are documented that will be shared. One more time, let's appreciate God as we go into the second service. Let's